All right, going over last week's results. Here was our setup last week. So I had a lot of fun with using Iceman and Ant-Man and the Wasp together. I didn't expect that combo. But what was really cool is she cares about the plus symbols and range cards, and Iceman has plenty of both. And it was really fun. Let's check out the results. If I go to the right spot, it should work. Do the old 1, 2. How do you think you did? I wish you could all be at the top placement, but unfortunately, it's not the way it goes. So this turned out to be an easy but great setup, which is good. Better than good, it's great. Got a 3.9 fun level. Thanks to everybody here who didn't quite make the top 10 right there. Poor Montex had a rough time with the theme. Candace tried to elect Luke Cage president, didn't quite work out. Well, let's look at our top 10. Up in 10th place is Off the Cuff with 33.5 total rank points. 7th in turns and points per turn. Guess which hand had Iceman in it? I'll let you figure that one out. 9th place is a tie between myself and Red John. We both got 36.5 total rank points. I did a bit better on the turn count. Red John did better in the points per turn. I love that combo, like I said. We both elected Scarlet Witch president, and Red John said one Cosmic Wraith got beefed up to 14 and hung out in the streets for a lot of the early game. That seems like we had very similar games. Wasp would do well with Thor, I think so. 7th place is Nuke and Foobs, 39 total rank points. Had a pretty fun setup. The villain deck ended up being 50-50 Scheme Twist and other stuff, so we had a few turns where we ended up discarding our entire hands just to try and prevent 10 million votes for Magus. Wasp and Iceman was a great combo with some Nomura and Scarlet Witch to help fill in. The other deck was Luke Cage Big Cards. Ended up winning it with President Maximoff taking the presidential seat. No more taxes. Yeah, a lot of us elected Scarlet Witch president. She didn't quite fit with any of the deck strategies, so that was her role. 6th place, Jesus Rocks with 40 total rank points. 3rd in turns and 5th in points per turn, who says Epic Magus is a punk and also elected Scarlet Witch president. 5th place was Lamerton with 41.5 total rank points. Not Lamerton's favorite scheme. The plan didn't quite work out, but also like the combo of Iceman, Nomura, and Wasp. Around turn 30, pulled off a sensational move thanks to Iceman dealing 36 attack and standing just on the brink of victory. But Magus could only be fought with Recruit because of that tactic. That one got me too. 4th place is KB Driven, 43 total rank points. 3rd in turns and 9th in points per turn. KB Driven enjoys this scheme. It's not too hard, and any excuse to send cards undercover is a win. Some cards focus on range and Luke Cage. I had a similar couple of decks. Our top 3, Tech Fiend here at 3rd place. Well done. 49 total rank points. 3rd for turns and points per turn. Loved it. And this time we played the epic side. I heard that you accidentally played the non-epic side first. Warm-up round. Had a well-oiled Iceman Wasp team for player 1 and Luke, Wanda, Nomura for player 2. All hail President Maximoff. Wanda again. 2nd place, Rio Firestar at a last-minute entry. 2nd place in turns and points per turn. Nominating anyone for president for extra VP each turn is surely a strategy, I believe. Both hands did a great job at keeping the city clear, especially Iceman and Wasp. An amazing pairing. Anywho, all hail your new president, Scarlet Witch. And also, like everyone else, got nominated at least once, including Rockslide and Lacha. That's great. It's a wide field there. Our first place winner for this week of the Randomizer League was Avatarish, with 1st place across the board, who also told in Discord, because this comment only says so much, that Iceman and Wasp work really, really well together. But a lot of 5s here for the fun levels. A lot of people voted Maximoff. Well done there, everybody. Thank you for playing this week. There wouldn't be a league without you, so let's keep it going, shall we? We got it. Oh, sorry, I forgot the keyboard scares everybody. I'll try not to scare you next time. So here was our setup once again last week, but we're going to have to play something new. I'm going to press the randomize button, and I'm going to get the cards, and we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to play it. So let's see. Now's the time to shout out your predictions or your hopes and dreams. Who do you want to see today? Bonus imaginary points for you if you do get something that goes into the setup. Ultron Infinity, I think he's still in. We reset the Masterminds a bit ago, so most of the Masterminds are still in. We could see Gambit today. Thing would be fun. I hope you have the sets too. I just closed the window, so let me get to where I have to add a new match. Okay, I'm ready to press the button, so any second. Firestar could show up in the villain deck. Not as a hero, though. She's not there yet. Bullseye would be fun, especially considering what's going on in Daredevil this season. It's really good. It's really, if you're not watching it, you need to watch it. It's really good. Grey Hulk was one of my favorite hero sets. I'd be happy to see a Grey Hulk. Punisher is also very good. I mean, he's a very effective hero set, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, here we go. Let's randomize this thing. 3, 2, 1. All right, here she is. It's Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix is here today. She's back. And we're changing the size of the city. This is a very fun scheme a lot of people like, but we're facing, at least it's on Epic Dark Phoenix, so no horrors. We do have Radiation and Chitauri. That's going to kick a lot of people out of playing this week. And the other Wasp, yes. And we got a lot of MCU. We got Chitauri, we got Peter's allies, which means I can fight her with Recruit maybe. Forge is here. Not a lot of, and Marvel, yeah, we got Marvel Studios Drax. This is what the randomizer does. The randomizer giveth and the randomizer taketh away. All right, let me go get these cards. We're going to give it a shot. I feel like we have a lot of hero classes. Forge is going to be gone in like one Master Strike completely. All right. Forge. Strategies, tips. All right, where's Drax? MCU Drax, there we go. Okay. Peter's Allies is the only set I have reskinned as different characters, but same mechanics. Vision and Wasp from the Ant-Man set. Okay. If Dark Phoenix catches a divided card from Drax, yeah, that's. I don't want to think about that. Let's get the rest. Where is she? There she is. Okay, Chitauri, Hellfire Club, and Radiation. Okay. Radiation starts with R. Radiation getting a huge upgrade for 2nd edition, but we don't get to use that today. It's not out yet. Let me grab the Spider Infected in the scheme. Then we'll be good. Half the battle is setting the game up. Alright, got my scheme binder. Yeah, she could have been epic, could have been a lot worse. Viv and Forge should play together, but again, it's as long as Dark Phoenix is willing to let any tech survive. Fun scheme, though. Yeah, I feel like we're going to have fewer players this week, partially because of the set availability, and partially because of who we're fighting in this one. Here we go, there's the scheme, and I think that's all I gotta get. Let's start putting some stuff together. Got a lot of MCU reskins here to show off, which is kind of cool. Let's build. So yeah, I'm really at the mercy of the Master Strikes. This is kind of how it goes. So gotta try to win quickly. Yeah, I saw Rio. I saw the two setups that were submitted by tournament winners. I think are the hardest ones of the week for the tournament. So I think the two people are. I think it was Red John and Doomfollow who designed those. So good luck with those. We got 8 Hellfire Club. Hellfire Club are scary. Then we got 10 Spider Infected and 8 Radiation. I really want to see more Radiation. I really like the update to Leader and Abomination we saw. If you didn't see, in 2nd edition, Abomination now has the Abomination keyword effectively in effect without actually having the keyword. And Leader has a way to stop him from playing extra cards in the villain deck. There is a way to avoid it. Okay. Spider Infected, let's get our strikes. Let's get our twists. We got all 11 for this one. At least we don't have any Galactus in here, because destroying city spaces with the scheme. I think a lot of you had to deal with that recently. Is no bueno. I like playing against Dark Phoenix with the schemes that nerf her a little bit, giving you multiple hero decks. Or, sorry, multiple villain decks so you can avoid the Master Strikes. But here I don't have that luxury. I also don't have the Dark Phoenix versus Avengers mat set up. I kind of want to get it because I'm fighting Dark Phoenix. Does anybody else want me to get it? I'll use that mat. It's right there. I feel like I should get that. Let me get the heroes out here. So let me talk about them as I go. And you can play along with this right now. It is on Legendary Leagues. That's how this works. So Wasp has a lot of covert and size changing. Yeah, I'll grab the mat for you all. Vision here has also size changing and tech. Again, I'm worried the tech is going to be gone real fast. Peter's allies do some cool things, and Michelle, who's reskinned as MJ here, can fight with attack into recruit effectively. Drax is great. He's got some artifacts, excessive violence, and then BFG forges all tech. So if you don't know, the way that Dark Phoenix works is she reveals a card from the hero deck, and then she KOs all heroes in that deck that match that hero class. So if I reveal any tech, all of Forge's cards are instantly KO'd. BFG would be great to use against her, but I would need to be able to build up enough tech and get BFG before she took out all the tech. Which, hey, has the Phoenix ever gotten the Infinity Gems in the comics? Has that ever been a thing? I don't know. I don't think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right, let me do a quick mat swap, and then we'll begin. Gotta go with the theme. I'll just put it on top of this mat. All right, here we are. This is gonna suit the game a lot better, I think. Line that up, and we should be good there. Okay. There she is right in the middle. Well, the bottom half of her anyway. If I zoom out for a sec, you can see. There we go. Most of her. You still can't see her head, but she's there. Okay. We'll stay zoomed in, though. And here she is. We even have an X-Man to fight her. We do. For however long that will last. Like, you know what? The mansion gets an alert that Dark Phoenix is back, and who do they send? They send Forge by himself. Wouldn't be my first choice, love Forge, but, you know. Just saying. Well, we'll do a quick overview, and then we'll begin with this thing, and get our starting hands ready, and all that. So our Mastermind today is the one, the only, the infamous Dark Phoenix. Here she is. She's got 13 attack on a standard Mastermind. That's the first bit of bad news. Second bit of bad news is she always leads Hellfire Club, which is one of the toughest villain groups out there. Third bit of bad news is her Master Strike, which is probably one of the worst Master Strikes in the game, if not the worst. Her Master Strike is KO the top card of the hero deck, and each card in the hero deck that shares a color with it, shuffle the hero deck. You heard that right. I could even lose on... So you guaranteed to lose on 5 strikes. I could lose on fewer than that because we have divided cards in here in Drax's set. So if I pull a Drax divided Instinct and Strength card, I have to KO all Instinct and Strength cards in the hero deck. And then Dark Phoenix wins when the hero deck is empty, which will happen on or before Strike 5. Yeah, Epic Dark Phoenix is worse. I meant on the standard, but yes. Yes, you are technically correct. The best kind of correct. And then our scheme is one of the most fun, according to the tier list ratings. It is Earthquake Drains the Ocean is how it begins. I've got 11 twists. We've got an extra villain group in there. And the special rules, there are 2 extra low tide city spaces on the left of the city. So the city has 7 spaces total. Maybe I do have to zoom out for that. Twist, the tide rushes in, the scheme transforms. Evil wins on this side when 3 villains per player have escaped or the villain deck runs out. And the transformed side is Tsunami crushes the coast. Special rules: the low tide, bridge, and street city spaces no longer exist. The city has 3 spaces total. Put the scheme on the streets to mark the edge of the city. Villains in destroyed city spaces escape, starting from the left. Twist: the tide rushes out. The scheme transforms, then play another card from the villain deck. Evil wins when 3 villains per player have escaped or the villain deck runs out. So I lose when the villain deck runs out, or Evil wins when the villain deck runs out. Evil wins when the hero deck runs out. That's Dark Phoenix. Or when 6 total villains have escaped. So this is going to be... The deck is literally stacked against me, but you know, I play whatever I roll, and I will have a good time doing it. So Scheme Twist is out of 11, and then we're going to go down here and change the Mastermind... Nope. The 4th one to Escapes. Escaped villains, specifically. It doesn't matter. Escaped villains is a max of 6. And you can just watch the strike counter. I'm not really going to keep track of which hero classes have been KO'd, because when the hero deck is empty, it'll be empty. The Chitauri are a good match, but I really wasn't thinking about them considering the Mastermind, but that is a good point. So let's update this and start to get going. Okay. So when I have to start the city in with 7 spaces. So I guess I don't have to zoom out. I just have to put Dark Phoenix down here for now, which is fine. She can share some space there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces. And I'll just have to remember that I have no better way to mark it, but we will move the scheme when we need to. So we got low tide over here. All right, starting hands. I'm just gonna have to play what happens. I don't really have a great strategy off the bat before I see my HQ or even after. Iceman always looks so sad to be here on this art. I mean, I love the art, but looks like he just woke up and they called him to immediately fight Dark Phoenix. But dude, you're probably the best equipped to fight Dark Phoenix if you're the legendary version of yourself. So the best hero I can pull against Dark Phoenix, by the way, is a hero that can take heroes from the HQ or your hand and put them on the bottom of the hero deck. So anybody who has Switcheroo or Explorer is great. I didn't get any of those, so we're just gonna have to work with what we've got. But that's definitely who I would choose if I had a choice. Looks like we're starting with 3 attack, so maybe we can get some early henchmen. But we don't have KO on these henchmen either. We just give wall crawl, but that might be beneficial. Yeah, that's a regular foreign too. On the right-hand side. All right. Let's see who's starting in our HQ, who will be safe from being KO'd because they're in the HQ. I honestly hope it's a lot of Drax's divided so they're not in there. So we've got Tiny Wing Justice Wasp. We have Expanding Neural Network Vision. We have Gwen Stacy in for Liz Allen, Peter's allies. Nothing Goes Over My Head Drax. And then Overdrive Forge. Okay, we got a little bit of tech. Maybe I can try to build a tech deck before she takes out all the tech. We'll see. I mean, full of ice, not happy to be thrown into the heat. Yeah. I mean, I don't blame him, but you're kind of the yin to that yang. You know, you got to be there. Okay. Real quick before I start, I want you to go ahead and shout out how many turns do you think this game will go? Let's say, I'll say this: if I lose, how many turns until I lose to Dark Phoenix's Master Strikes? Give me a turn count. We're doing Price is Right rules. Get as close as you can without going over. And you'll get bragging rights. How many turns do I survive, I guess is what I'm trying to say. 17 is generous, I think. 32 would be fantastic. I like the good vibes that you're giving me with those. It could be 5. It could be 4. It could be 4 turns. But I hope it's not. I hope I get a little more time. We got, yeah, we got back-to-back strikes there. 5, 21, 15, 36. Again, I hope it's a little more favorable. But you never know. 7. Loki Thorson generous with the 7 there. All right, let's begin. And we'll see who is closest. Starting with turn number 1. Here we go. First card from the villain deck. Always fun to find out what this is a Scheme Twist. Now, this is a time where I'm kind of glad to have the Scheme Twist happen early because I get these out of the way before the city fills up and cause escapes. So let's do the thing. The tide rushes in, the scheme transforms. That's all that happens. And we're going to move the scheme in a second. Okay, so now we got to have 3 spaces total. And that's all that happens, and it's going to rush back out and play another card on the next twist. So we're going to do what it says. And I actually am not going to do what it says. I want to keep the scheme there so we can refer to it. I'm going to put something else in there. Let's do, just for fun, I have the Destroyed City Spaces cards. So technically the city spaces aren't destroyed. But I kind of like the idea of them being... I need like Tsunami cards so it looks like they're flooded. Let's just do this. We'll do... This, you know, we'll put the broken bridge on the streets. And I think that'll be fine. There's water in the picture. So all I got are sewers, bank, and streets. Let's start. I got 3 recruit and 3 attack. Obviously nothing to fight. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to play another card from the villain deck. Yep, it's just the transform. That's only on the other one. All right. No, we never actually made a Tsunami token. We didn't really think about it. Because you're supposed to use the scheme, but that would be a good one to add. It could be twice as long. You could put it on the bridge in the streets. All right, well, I have 3 recruit. Let's go ahead and look at my singular option. And that option here, is my option from the HQ anyway, is Drax Nothing Goes Over My Head. He's got 2 attack and excessive violence. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, discard any number of them, and put the rest back in any order. Pretty straightforward. I got to fight something to make this work. Nothing thrilling here, but I have to recruit something, and I can not, you know, I can take an officer, I can take this. I want to get as many cards out of that hero deck as I can before a lot of them go bye-bye. So we're going to go ahead and pick up Nothing Goes Over My Head. For 3. I got a reboot. All right, let's get a lot of tech out here early. Again, nothing I can do with that 3 attack, so that's going to be kind of a waste, unfortunately. So that's that turn. We've got a 4 and 2. Let's see what's next. It is a spider infected. Now there's a henchman. Ambush. This captures a bystander. It happens to be Mirage showing up. And when I fight the spider infected, the next hero I gain this turn, not just recruit, gain for any reason, has wall crawl. So what that means is when I fight spider infected, I wall crawl Mirage. Because, oh, I guess I can choose the order, right? So I can choose to gain Mirage first, and then I can do the fight effect of Spider Infected. I think I get to choose. If that is the case, then I make that conditional based on what I was doing that turn. So we got 3. Classic 4 and 2, easy. Can't fight them, so we're going to do some recruiting. Now let me get some tech out of here. So we got 2 options for tech. We got Expanding Neural Network Vision, which I could recruit for 2 if I had a tech and use size changing. She's got a tech ability when you draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, draw an extra card. That can be helpful because Dark Phoenix has a lot of attack getting all that at once. Reboot, you may discard a card if you do draw 2 cards. This is a better early card to take. And I can use this to get a discount on Vision, hopefully later. Yeah, going tech is very risky here. But if you don't make big moves, take big risks against Dark Phoenix, yeah, you're not doing it right, I think. So that's it for the right-hand side. I'm attempting a tech deck. We'll see. I'll see if that's foolish or not. And here's my 5 and 1 because of my 3 and 3 I had last turn. Turn 3, the leader shows up. And unfortunately, this is the more unforgiving first edition version of him, which is Ambush, play the top card of the villain deck. So we're going to have to do that. Speeding things up, kind of ruining the point of the extra villain group. And we got Chitauri Commander, who's got Rooftops Conqueror 2. ambush after this enters the city. If the rooftops are empty, reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a villain, that villain enters the rooftop. So that's actually great timing. The rooftops are not empty, so I don't risk playing even another card from the villain deck. But it's got Rooftops Conqueror 2. Yeah, so unfortunately the rooftops don't get destroyed by this scheme or hidden or removed from existence or whatever. So he gets his +2 for that Rooftops Conqueror. Now, I have 5 recruit. I'm really tempted to take Overdrive, but this is not the side I took tech, and this side's not going to be able to take Overdrive. I'm going to try to keep that synergy together. The card I can take is Tiny Wing Justice. There's 2 recruit and covert draw card. Doesn't really go with Drax. He's not very covert in general, doesn't have a lot of covert. But if I can get a lot of recruit over here, which I'm not going to get with Drax. There is a version of this where I take I get the MJ card and I have a lot of Forge versatile. I turn it into recruit and fight with that because she kind of does the versatile thing in a different way. I could take Viv's Neural Network, but you know what? Overdrive is so good either way. I should probably just take it now, even though I want the tech together. But Versatile is versatile. This is one of the best cards in the game, in my opinion, because Versatile 3 is great. Versatile means, by the way, you can get either 3 attack or 3 recruit. When you play this, I'm just going to go ahead and take it. Life's too short when you're fighting Dark Phoenix. Fortunately, I'm going to have an escape if a villain is played because I didn't have enough attack power to fight anything. So we'll see. We got another Nothing Goes Over My Head. Makes me nervous that the divided cards are not showing up, which means that they are in the hero deck and will probably get KO'd on a Master Strike. So the reason why Dark Phoenix is so infamous is because when strikes aren't showing up, you feel great. You feel like I'll put her back up here for now. You feel like your strategies are going well. You feel like you have a chance, and then as soon as the strikes start happening, all that goes out of the window. It's like nothing you did mattered. Ultimate devastation. And I think that's her thing. All right, I got Overdrive. Ooh, I got a lot of power, so I got actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 attack if I want it. And I might actually use that to clear the city because that, again, is another evil wins condition. If I don't take care of that. So with our 4 and 2 on turn 4, we get a Hellfire Club. So we do have our escape. And unfortunately, that is going to be a formerly easy fight is going to escape, and a bystander got carried off, which means everybody's got to discard a card. So let's KO a hero that costs 6 or less from the HQ. I think it's going to have to be, do I get rid of Nothing Goes Over My Head? Do I get rid of Tiny Wing Justice? There's not a lot of covert I'm working with. This is going to be hard to get to work, I think. It's a good card, though. Swarm Tactics is okay. It wants you to recruit a lot, but this is a hard one to make work. Ramp is nice, but you have to, again, recruit a lot of cards, and she wants you to recruit her cheap cards, but with the way that the hero deck's going to go, I'm actually going to get rid of Swarm Tactics. I think it does happen to be the odd one out here. Okay, Prison Riot. More excessive violence. Each player has to discard a card because a bystander is about to be carried off. I'm not going to fight anything for 2, so a trooper is easy over here. Left-hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got potential 5 recruit. Well, max attack is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attack. Probably not going to recruit much. I might not need all the attack. I'm going to discard the trooper because I think we'll have enough attack to hit stuff, and I still want to reduce some recruiting. But that's it for that. So back to the Spider Infected. They're going to get gone. Oh well, that's my first escape villain and a bystander being carried off. Let's count that up. No Gambit today, unfortunately. But Dark Phoenix showed up, so that's great. Gambit's up here. He's right there on the map. Okay, so Harry Leland comes into the city now, and he does have an ambush, which is going to hurt my recruitability. His ambush's heroes cost 1 more to recruit this turn. Great. So I've got 4 recruit, but I can't take Viv Vision because now she costs 5. So, you know, that's a bummer. Again, the only card I can get is Drax's Nothing Goes Over My Head. Again, beggars can't be choosers here, but I kind of wanted not to take him, but I gotta take all the cards I can before they're gone. So let's take Drax for 4. Yeah, so I spend 4, I get 4, and that's it. And all right, Walking Wi-Fi shows up. Making me nervous again if Tech gets KO'd. Maybe, you know what will be embarrassing? If I don't even lose to Dark Phoenix, if I just lose to the scheme. If I just can't fight anything and everything escapes. That's the 3 and 3 again. Coming up on turn 6. We have some punch power here. Turn 5 is another twist. Good news, bad news. So here we go. The tide rushes out, the scheme transforms, then play another card from the villain deck. So we're transforming this back into Earthquake Drains the Ocean. We're back to our 7 spaces. And now we play another card from the villain deck. So we're going to go back to the villain deck and do that. And we play Chitauri Soldier. Rooftops Conqueror 2, ambush Chitauri Soldier, captures a bystander. And it is the Forklift Driver. Wow. Look at this. This could be my savior. This is one of the best bystanders to pull right now. Follow me on this. When you rescue this bystander, put any number of heroes from the HQ on the bottom of the hero deck. Here is what this means. If I wait to rescue the Forklift Driver until Dark Phoenix takes her first victim, and then I take a hero with a hero class that matches the one she just KO'd, then I make it a possibility that I don't lose to all 5 Master Strikes. However, the divided heroes can still get in the way of this because she could end up KOing all the heroes on 4, but this gives me a shot. So I need to wait as long as I can to rescue this. So I'm sorry, I'm going to have to keep the Chitauri Soldier in the city as long as I can. I got to remember that. That's key. That's very important. And with Rooftops Conqueror 2, also at 5. So you're just going to hang around, and I'm sorry. Now I kind of want a strike to happen so I can act on that. Oh, that's some good news. So let's start playing some cards. We have Nothing Goes Over My Head, 2 attack and excessive violence, which by the way means spend 1 more attack than you need to fight an enemy. And when I do that, I get to resort the top of my deck a little, which will be helpful. Next up, we have a Trooper for another attack. And we have, like I said, I was going to get attack from this overdrive. I'll get 3 attack. Yeah, I have to control where he is in potentially the 3 space city, which is scary. But I'm going to try to keep him around. So with my 6 attack, options. I can fight the leader, who is going to escape if the Steam Twist happens. I can fight the Chitauri Commander, which will weaken this soldier that I don't really care about fighting right now. In fact, I don't want to fight him. I could fight Harry Leland, who also won't give me... These guys give me nothing when I fight them. I don't want to fight the soldier yet for the reasons I already said. So let's go after Harry Leland because he's always going to be... Although if I don't fight the leader, he could escape. So I should probably fight the leader in case a twist comes, even though I can hit more. So we'll just do that. Take him out for 4. Leaving me with a 2 attack that I can't use for anything. I've got 2 recruit. And with that 2 recruit, no size changing works. Oh, thank you. I totally forgot about the excessive violence. So I can actually do that. Spend 1 extra attack. And let's do Drax's ability. Sweet. I get to do more. Top 2 cards of my deck. They are both graves. I'll discard both of them. Getting back to my better cards faster. All right, 2 recruit doesn't get me anybody here. So we're going for our first sidekick of the game, and the first sidekick of the game is Rusty Firefist Collins for some wonderful KO power. Now let's see if this... I can get Viv Vision? Oh yeah, I have Overdrive. But you know what? I still want to save her for the tech side if I can. I have a feeling from what you just said. Okay, so I ran through the entire deck at least. And I got a lot of recruit. Let's go over to the side here, and turn 6 gives us another twist. I'm glad I took care of the leader. Let's just put it that way. And we're going to have the Tide rushing back in. So let's do this, and the scheme is going to transform back into its Tsunami crushes the coast side, which means only 3 spaces now. Unfortunately, I can't fight anything. So we're probably going to have an escape anyway. But again, as long as I can keep that forklift driver there until the right time. Not getting a lot of strikes. That means strikes are going to probably happen close to back-to-back. With my 3 recruit, I can get another tech. I can get walking Wi-Fi, which helps me rescue bystanders whenever I recruit a hero. If BFG shows up, I'm going to be so happy. I really hope it does. There's no guarantees in life, especially here. But I'm hoping. Dual Knives is a wonderful card. It's got a triggered artifact. Whenever you play another strength or instinct card, you get +1 attack. A couple of these with a lot of strength or instinct on the left-hand side can help me win this game. If I can thin the deck enough, which is kind of tough. But yeah, I won't even play on my attack because I can't do anything with that. So yeah, the Chitauri was kind of a cruel choice because I could have picked something that had Streets or Bridge Conqueror. Then it wouldn't have worked. But they work because the rooftops are still there. Interesting development so far. Again, only 3 attack power. Again, will be very embarrassing if I just end up losing to escapes, which easily could happen. Next up we have, oh, another twist. These front-loaded twists are actually really, really good. There's a lot of them, so. Tide's gonna rush back out, Scheme's gonna transform, and I play another card from the villain deck. So we transform the Scheme back to 7 spaces, and we go to play another card, which is Zax. Showing up, he's got Fight. Each player reveals a strength hero or gains a wound. I have to stop this soldier from advancing. I might be out of luck with that. I can't do anything about it. I'm not getting the attack power. Good news is I did get 5 recruit. So I can get a couple of things. I can get Prison Riot, or I can get Dual Knives. Dual Knives is great, but I should get Prison Riot when I can afford it. Excessive Violence gives me more recruit. I don't like this at all. I don't like what's happening here. But I'll take Prison Riot, and then I get to reshuffle. So maybe some good stuff will happen. Ooh, I got a rare, not the one I expected. Not the one I wanted. Revenge for My Family. Double the attack you have. This can be really good. And then Excessive Violence, you may KO a villain from your victory pile to do its fight effect. Anything I can break the game with there? I don't think so. I'm gonna have to pick that up first. Okay, let's see what I've got. Would love to pick up Dual Knives maybe on turn 9, but I would also love to fight stuff so that I'm not in big trouble. My next hand's gonna look like this. That's 5 attack. That can hit some things in the city, so the soldier could be pushed out by then, though. Unfortunately. Okay, turn 8 is Maestro as I knock the hero deck down, which means we have an escape. Chitauri command. Oh no, the city's not that small. The city is still big. What am I talking about? Maestro goes in and nothing else happens. But I will have an escape, 2 escapes if the Tide rushes back in. Fight for each of your strength heroes, KO one of your heroes. I would love to do that, get some KOs. So I forget who brought it up, I apologize, but somebody wondered, in 2nd edition, do you think the name's going to change to Maestro, parentheses, Future Hulk? So it's clearer that it works for a cross-dimensional Hulk Rampage. I think that would be cool. Yeah, so full city. Normally full city, got 2 extra spaces, but I can't fight anything, so with 3 attack. So 4 recruit. I could get more tech. I can get expanding neural network to draw extra cards, even though I probably could get it for cheaper another time. But I'm trying to make this tech thing work. So let's go all in. Normally I don't try to go for all one hero class, but tech is the one you really want to do that with. And then there's reboot for another time. I hope that the city stays 7 spaces for a while. I have to clean it up. And the Chitauri soldier is almost where he will escape. Which is, I want a Master Strike. I want a Master Strike so I can fight the soldier after the strike. I really, really need that to happen. For the first time in my life, I want Dark Phoenix to start hurting me really quickly and early, so that I can activate my trap card. What is it? What are these hands? I'm not getting any attack at all. I have 5 here, so maybe that'll do something. Turn 9. All right, good. Thank goodness Dark Phoenix is gonna hit me. Never been happier to do that. And then I can fight the Chitauri soldier this turn. All right, this is great news. Yay! This is good news. This is a good thing. Hopefully it's not a divided card I reveal. Hopefully it's not tech, but I have a plan. I have covert, tech, instinct, ranged. I can send any of them will be great. Okay, let's do it. Oh, by the way, I played the wrong thing, so it should actually be. There we go. That's what I should have done. She changed reality and all that. Master Strike. KO the top card of the hero deck, and each card in the hero deck that shares a color with it, shuffle the hero deck. Let's go over to the hero deck. Top card of the hero deck that gets KO'd is Covert. I'm cool with that, and we have a Covert in the HQ. This is good. And I don't think any of Drax's divided cards are Covert. All right, so this Harry Osborn, formerly Ned, gets KO'd. And we're going to KO all the Covert cards from the hero deck. So let's do some filtering. Let's find out how many that... It's going to be a lot. So we got... And there's Wasp Rare. 1, 2. Let me move this over so we can see. 3. 4. RIP Aunt May. 5. 6. There's BFG. Oh, it's at the bottom. That might be a good thing. It'll show up now. 7. 8. 9. 10, 11, a lot of Peter's allies. 12, 13, 14, 15. Divided cards. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Yeah, Spider-Man's new canon event. Yeah, that is rough. Poor Spider-Man, poor Peter. Is that, are they all Covert? It's, no, Gwen Stacy / Liz Allen is not. All right, more tech, higher, yeah, some good things happen here. Higher saturation of tech. I can send Tiny Wing Justice to the bottom of the deck, which means there's a chance if I don't pull a divided card on a strike, I can survive all 5 strikes. I almost wish that, I could have let more strikes happen before I sent these over, because then I could guarantee I wouldn't lose on 5 Master Strikes. I don't think I could afford to do that. Let's jump back to the Mastermind real quick. Okay, so again, she wins when the hero deck is empty. Covert is gone. Here's what I'm worried about. If she pulls one of those divided Drax Strength and Instinct cards, I have to KO all the Strength and Instinct, which means that I can still lose on strike 5. If I fight the Chitauri soldier, that means I'll rescue the forklift driver, and I can send as many heroes as I want from the HQ to the bottom of the hero deck. Then I'll put Tiny Wing Justice in the bottom. There'll be another Covert in there. I can push my luck, and I can wait for another strike by fighting Zax instead. But the fact that the right-hand side cannot fight, that is very risky. Another villain could come in, it could push out the soldier, I could lose all ability to do that. Yeah, red is probably the best. So I think I have to do the forklift driver thing now and hope that I don't get it divided from the hero deck. I hope I pull some other Strength or Instinct card and that KOs all the divideds. I think I have to do it now. So let's do that by doing this. We got Nothing Goes Over My Head for 2 attack. And I got the excessive violence effect that I will try not to forget this time. 3, 4, 5 attack. And yeah, we're going to do it. So let's jump over to the rooftops for 5 attack, because the rooftops Conqueror. So we take out the Chitauri soldier. Next, we have the forklift driver. So once again, put any number of heroes in the HQ on the bottom of the hero deck. Tiny Wing Justice is definitely going there. Is there anybody else I should move? I want to keep Dual Knives. I think I might send Gwen Stacy back. I'm not really coordinating. They're all gone, so she doesn't really do as much as looking for recruit. Reboot is great, but I want to cycle. It's a good card to take, and it's relatively cheap. I want to keep Drax's rare. It's very good. Hopefully I can get it. Yeah, definitely sending Wasp and Gwen. I swear it's not a sexist thing. There's other reasons. And then Dual Knives. I like that too. I'm considering sending Reboot, though. I can flesh out another card. Maybe flesh out more Divideds. I think I'm going to send Reboot as well. There's, again, higher concentration of tech in there. I will leave the others. Hopefully that's the good decision. And I think I have to put them on there randomly, but it doesn't really say. Okay. I'm going to go with that. Let's refill the HQ. Yes, we got a divided. Oh, I forgot he has a divided tech. That would have been real bad. Dirty work. More dirty work. All right, we're getting some more tech out of here. 3 tech cards. I couldn't do excessive violence, so I do have 2 recruit. By the way, let's take a look at, let's give an opportunity for me to make sure this button still works. It does. This is I'm invisible, Xander is invincible. This is a cool one. 2 attack, and the left side has excessive violence. Reveal the top card of your deck if it's strength or instinct, draw it. And then the Irani, how do you say her name? Rael, Iran Rael. 2+ recruit. If there's no villains in the city, you get +1 recruit, which is going to be a hard sell here. But I can't get it now anyway. So I got 2 recruit. Let's get a sidekick. And Layla Miller, more tech. Not on the side I had tech, but that's okay. She can look for Guardians. All right, I've bought myself maybe a chance to survive Dark Phoenix's effects. We'll see if that works out. Turn 10 is another twist. That's bad. That's 2 escapes. I still have a buffer of 3 more, and I've played most of the twists. Well, I haven't. I feel like I played most of the twists. There's still most of them left. Anyway, the tide rushes in, the scheme transforms. And that's going to knock these out. So let's transform the scheme back over. And reduce the city to 3 spaces. I guess I could have just fought one of these, but then that still could have... I might have been fine. But I didn't know. So no escape effect on the Chitauri commander. That's just going to be a straight up escape, but we do have to KO a hero from the HQ. I don't know who to KO. It could be the divided card. He left the explosive device on his way out. That was uncalled for. I like the divided card. Sewers. I don't need that many dirty works. The city just rushed in on the twist. That's what just happened. So I'm having these escape now. Yeah. So I'm gonna get rid of a dirty work. It's okay. There's no real visual for that. And then we got Viv's crowdsourcing. Then over to the streets. Oh, and he makes everything more expensive on the escape. I rarely have Harley Leland escape, but he is going to. So we'll have him escape. We'll do our stuff. That's 2 more escapes. Crowdsourcing is cool, but I don't have a lot of bystanders to really take advantage of cheering crowds, so I think I'm going to actually get rid of crowdsourcing. And another Gwen Stacy. Cool. Now everything is expensive by 1 more cost. Which is going to hurt because I could have gotten some stuff. Well, I can still get some stuff. And that's it for the twist effect. We do have to put this back down to show that those are there. I'm down to 3 out of 6 escapes. 3 more and I lose. So we got 1 recruit, 2, 3, 4, 5 recruit. Actually, that's going to work out great. Because the card I want to take over here, one of the techs, I got Dirty Work again, helps you hit the sewers. But I've also got the divided. I am invisible. Center is invincible. Works in the tech side or the strength instinct side. Probably dirty work is better for me to take here because I gotta avoid escapes, and there's almost always gonna be somebody in the sewers. So I think I do actually, and I got tech over here to trigger it. So I think I do actually take dirty work, even though I sent one away. And all right, another one of these divideds. Great. Let's get them all out of there. And this is a common MCU distribution, so there's 3 total of them. I forget what the other distribution is on those commons. I forget if or the cards. I forget the commons or uncommons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. I had 2 recruit left. That one cost me 4 though, so I only have 1 recruit left thanks to Harry Leland's escape, and I can't get a sidekick. So I'm going to move on. That's okay. Sometimes it takes me a bit to get through all the things properly, but I do miss it sometimes, so good looking out on that. Still low attack. It's only 4 in hand for the next turn on the right. Onto the left-hand side, it's got a little more attack. Turn 11 is another Chitauri soldier who gets another bystander. I think there's only 1 forklift driver. It would be cool if there was another one. And this time, it's the computer hacker. You draw another card at the end of your turn with that. And you have Rooftops Conqueror 2. Rooftops are still full up. They haven't been able to be cleared. Let's try to clear some more spaces. I have 4 attack. I'm not going to be able to fight anything again. That really hurts. Where are all the henchmen? 1 attack. Investigate your deck for a card that costs 0 KO or discard it. I will KO one of these agents, and I will send the other one to the bottom of the deck. I've got Prison Riot, where I got excessive violence. I just realized, by the way, excessive violence just got a lot better with the, well, it will with the release of Legendary DC, because unless there's something in the rules, you can spend 2 attack during your turn to fight evil and raise the hope level, which gives you something to do with your 3 extra attack. You can fight evil with excessive violence, even if there's no enemies to fight, which normally you can't use excessive violence if there's nothing to fight. I wonder if it will work that way. Excessive kindness works on sidekicks and officers, so, you know, why not? But that's not what we're doing. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit. I'm sure it should work, right? Because it does count as fighting for things like wounds, is what we heard. Yeah, nothing to fight. You got 5, 6, 5. This Rooftops Conqueror thing is killing me. So I will do a recruit. I'm probably going to get... I got options. I got the divided card I already looked at, but Dual Knives is so good. I want to get that out as an artifact. So I'm taking it. Hopefully I can play it soon. And Swarm Tactics. I'm not getting the cards. Where's BFG? Give me that BFG. Or all the other divided cards. Get them out of there. Get them out of there. At a certain point, if Dark Phoenix starts hitting with all her strikes, even if I don't lose on the 5th one, I'm not going to be able to recruit anything anymore except for officers and sidekicks. So I got to make my decks avail possible decks that can hit Dark Phoenix. Otherwise, I'm just going to lose because I won't be able to take 13 attack. 4, 5, 6. And let's move on. Moving over. Yeah, Rusty's gone. Don't worry. Turn 12. Another escape? No! Well, maybe. We'll see what happens. The scheme is trolling me at this point. So the Tide rushes out, transforms, another card played from the villain deck. So we are back to 7 spaces. Look at them all. Look at all the spaces. Another card from the villain deck is finally a henchman. I asked for him. I got him. I can fight stuff. Ambush. You got a lot of bystanders to rescue here. I got the bulldozer driver, which is not the forklift driver, but it's still cool. I can swap villains around from adjacent spaces. I would love to do some wall crawl for once. I should be able to do it this turn. So once again, I got excessive violence. 2 attack on this. I'm probably going to use it this turn. I can't fight anything for 4, except for the infected with excessive violence, and I can adjust the top of my deck. I've got 2 more attack. 1, 2. And I've got 4 recruit as well. Last time I played this scheme, says Canonize, I kept rushing back in. I never had the full spaces. Oh, that's rough. It's given me some decent time between. Alright, so plan of action, I can fight the Spider Infected for 4 using excessive violence, which means that I will get to swap a villain around. I'll load up a wall crawl, and I'll have 4 recruit to wall crawl probably one of these divided cards to the top of my deck, and then I get to actually do nothing goes over my head. And what's interesting about this effect that's going to happen is, I believe... No, I have to pick. So, I have to do the excessive violence effect first, before I do the recruit. I don't think excessive violence is right. It's when you do it, you have to do it. It's not during the turn. I don't often encounter that. So let's do what I said. Let's fight the Spider Infected for 4. Load up a wall crawl for later. I got the Bulldozer Driver. Who do I want to move? And to where? Has to be an adjacent space. I'd rather Zach's not escape, but he's only going to swap with Maestro. This is a bad escape effect, though. I'd rather have Maestro escape, because he doesn't have an escape effect. So I think I'm going to swap these two. Let's get a wound versus losing out on a cool KO ability. And then I have a wall crawl loaded up. I got 4 recruit. I think, like I said, I'm going to take the divided... Oh, I got the excessive violence to do first. A lot of housekeeping. So let's do that. I did the thing. So top 2 cards of my deck on the right-hand side. Wait a second. Okay, I'm on the right-hand side's turn. I put the cards in the wrong victory pile. I want to make sure credit where credit is due on the right-hand side. Ooh, I don't think it's fought anything yet. There wasn't anything there. That's what screwed me up. So let's do this. Top 2 cards of my deck on the right-hand side. I will discard the agent, and I will put Neural Network back. And now I can do a wall crawl. So let's take our divided Drax here, and I'll put that on the top of my deck. Wall crawl means it's optional, so you don't have to do it, but I will choose to. And another walking Wi-Fi has appeared. And that's the turn, so I've got 2 tech cards on the top of the deck already, and a full shuffle. Well, 1.5 tech cards. But I can either trigger Neural Networks, draw an extra card, or I can double up on my attack to get 4. We'll see what I need to do. 2 more, 5 and 6. Got Dirty Work as well. This is a pretty decent hand. I think best hand I've had so far in this game. This is not the best hand I've had so far in this game, but it is 5 attack if I want to do versatile that way. Turn 13, another twist. I was worried about that. So that's going to be my 4th escape. However, it's not going to trigger an escape effect. So it's a little wins, right? The tide's going to rush in and Scheme's going to transform. So we're back onto the Tsunami Crushes the Coast side, which means that Maestro here is going to swim away. So that's an escape, which once again means that I gotta KO somebody, and it's gotta be Gwen Stacy. She's kind of useless here. I'm sorry. All your friends are over there too, so have a good time. And that's gonna be my 4th escape. We're at 4 out of 6 escapes. I got an overdrive here and a smaller city. Let's try to avoid more escapes by maxing out my attack. I've got versatile 3. I'm gonna turn into 3 attack so I can get 4 and 5 here on the left-hand side. Yeah, 7 twists and 13 turns have made 4 villains escape. Not great. There are only 4 twists left. So if I keep the city empty, I can try to win that way. If I can't even draw the game. Evil wins and the villain deck runs out too, so I'll do my best. So with 5, I can fight either one. If I fight Zax here, he's going to pass out wounds to both sides, and I really don't want to do that. If I fight the Chitauri soldier, I get the bystander effect. So even though I can probably avoid the Rooftops Conquer if I do this in a different way, let's avoid those wounds. Really don't need those. Take out the soldier for 5 on the left-hand side. And draw an extra card. When I draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn. Give myself a little reminder so I don't forget to do that. And I've got 1 and 2 and 3 recruit. On the left here, only option is walking Wi-Fi. I don't really want this over here. I don't want an officer. However, I could get an instinct or strength officer. If I'm lucky, that'll work with Drax. But I don't need the recruit, especially with overdrive, so I think I am going to go with a sidekick instead of an officer. I'll be mad if I look at the top and it was a strength or instinct one. But I got Throg, who's also strength and provides recruit, so I'm cool with that. He can work with dual knives the one time I play him. Okay, I get to draw 7 cards now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not a lot of attack for 7 cards, but it's still 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attack. And I got a strength card in there, so maybe I can avoid the wound on both sides if I get lucky. I don't think right side has any strength. Okay, turn 14. Feels like it's gone a lot longer. It's another spider infected. We got a bystander coming in. It's the news reporter. Simply draw a card. It's the draw now versus draw later debate. In action. And I can finally activate. Hey guys, guess what I get to do this turn? I get to activate a superpower. How exciting! Let's look at my superpowers that I have. Did you know this game could superpower? So I can draw an extra card at the end of my turn. I can weaken the spider infected in the sewers with dirty work. But I could do both if I decided to play Xander as invincible. There are villains in the city, so it's just going to function like an officer. If I play I am invisible, it's reveal the top card of your deck. If it's strength or instinct draw, it's probably not going to be that unless I wall crawl it. So is there a way I can do that on purpose? I could do that with the divided card. If I have enough. Let me see. So to fight the spider infected, I could do the following. I could play Neural Network for 2 attack. I'm just going to add the attack here. I'm just testing, though. I'm not committing to this. I could play Dirty Work for 2 more attack, weakening this to 1. Then I could fight the spider infected for 1. I'll go down to 3 attack. I will draw a card. Next thing I have has Wall Crawl. And yeah, it's not going to work because I'm only going to have 2 recruit. I won't be able to recruit anything here to Wall Crawl and draw. But I'll end up with 3 attack, and I could play I am invisible for 2 more, and I could fight Zax, get a wound, but I've cleared the city. And then I could Wall Crawl a sidekick. I think that works for me. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me do this for real this time. So we'll commit to playing Neural Network for 2 with no superpower. Then we're going to play, like I said, Dirty Work, 2 more attack, reducing the spider infected by 1. Clearing the city is definitely not nothing. Then we'll play I am invisible for 2 more attack. Yeah, well, hold on, I did the numbers wrong. I didn't just subtract enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm at 6, not 9. 9 would be cool, but no. By the way, I can't do excessive violence. I'm short 1 to do that if I want to clear everything. So I probably wouldn't draw the top card of my deck anyway. Oh, I have a trooper. There's my excessive violence. We can at least see what's there. I do get to Wall Crawl, and I have 2 recruit. You know what? I might get a sidekick I can draw this turn if I get the right hero class. So before I do the excessive violence effect, I want to recruit. So let's start by getting the sidekick. No, but then I can't do it before. I gotta draw a card too with the news reporter. I am so backwards. If I have to fight the spider infected first, and then draw a card, and then I get to Wall Crawl. So I could save my excessive violence for Zax. Okay. Spending 1 attack on the spider infected, loading up a Wall Crawl, taking out the spider infected, and drawing a card. So let's see what we draw. It's reboot. Okay. I gave the VP to the other side again. So that changes things a little bit. Let's play reboot. Unfortunately, I have no cards left to actually do the reboot effect, but I do get 2 recruit, which means I can do something a little different. So I'm gonna wall crawl, and then I get to draw something if it's instinct or strength with the divided card. Okay, so I can now recruit the divided, which I will be able to draw, which will give me 2 more attack, which won't do anything. The recruit will let me get a sidekick though. Just scanning to see if there's any other manipulation I can do. I can only draw strength or instinct. So yeah, I'm gonna do this, but it's more cards. I'm happy with more cards. So and the city will be clear. Yes, I was gonna do that regardless, but that's good. Let's go to the city. Let's fight Zax for 6 attack. That is with excessive violence. Each player reveals a strength hero or gains a wound. Left-hand side reveals prison riot. Right-hand side cannot. So right-hand side gets a wound. If I'm lucky, it'll be an enraging wound, and it's not. But it also isn't grievous. It's middle of the road. So we take him out. That's VP over here. I don't know why I want to keep avoiding giving VP to the right side. We did fight with excessive violence, so now we do this. Reveal the top card of your deck. Oh wait, hold on. I did this backwards. Before I reveal what that card is, I wanted to recruit first and then fight, so I can guarantee the draw. Because I'll wall crawl. I'm glad I didn't reveal. I caught myself. So rewind the clock a little bit. First, before I do that, fight, I recruit the divided. Wall crawl at the top of the deck. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Then I fight Zax with excessive violence. That's done. Then I get to do it. I am invisible. Top card of my deck is now going to be the one I put there, which is partially instinct, so I draw it. See? Easy. Nothing to it. Now I get to play this. 2 attacks not going to do anything unless I can draw, which I'm probably not going to. I can get 2 more recruit and 1 more because there's no villains in the city. So I have 3 recruit, which means more cards. I missed that part. I can get walking Wi-Fi. I don't need as much recruit anymore, but it is more tech, and I'll take it. Because more recruit means I can get closer to getting a rare. Maybe that rare will be BFG if it shows up. So I will get walking Wi-Fi, which I cannot wall crawl, but that's fine. Turned out to be a pretty effective turn there with some carefully placed combos. There's dirty work. Come on, Forge. Where's your gun? That's not a great hand. I gotta keep recruiting because I'm not really having much luck with the KO ability. 7 cards, turn 15. Here we are. Sebastian Shaw. That was a fun, very technical turn. I enjoyed that. Okay, Sebastian Shaw, Black King. He's got +1 attack for each card I played from my hand this turn. I can fight him this turn. That's great. Escape each player gains a wound. So check this out. I can play 2 cards and get 5 attack. And he'll be at 5 attack. Unfortunately, I can't fight him with excessive violence. This is really funny, actually. So I'll do this live. So he's at 3. Okay. I play Prison Riot. I get 3 attack, and he goes up to 4. I play Nothing Goes Over My Head. I get 2 attack. He goes up to 5. That's exactly the amount I have. And now if I play a Trooper, he goes up to 6, and so do I. If I play another one, he goes up to 7, and so do I. So I can fight him great, but I can't use excessive violence because he just keeps ramping up, which is too bad because I got 2 effects I could have done. But I'll take the clearing. Just for fun, let's play these both. And let's put him up to 7. Just for fun. Fighting him with artifacts is great because you didn't play them this turn most of the time. He's ramping up with me, but let's just take him out before he does something worse. Goodbye. Which leaves me with 3 recruit. Do I take a dirty work over here? Not really trying to make a tech thing happen here. Now it's a little bit too much tech. I need more KO, and I might get some KO from some sidekicks. Zabu or another Rusty. But I am kind of running out of recruit. I'm not running out, I'm just not getting a lot. I have versatile. I think I'm gonna risk getting an officer here. I'm just gonna hope they're a special one. And I hope I don't regret this. I got a special one and it's Instinct! Wow. This is why you recruit officers, people, because sometimes the cavalry appears. That was fantastic. It made me very happy. I need all the luck I can get against Dark Phoenix, so. That was great. No complaints. And I got the triggered artifact out here too. Mm-hmm. Hey, that's weird. Dark Phoenix just blew up my camera. Okay, now I'm back. I didn't like that. I didn't like that omen. That was really bad. I was at the exact same time that you said that, so I think I know I'm going to play from the villain deck this turn. Oh, it's just the comic shopkeeper who gets captured by Dark Phoenix. Poor guy. And I got an empty city. I got more time to work on stuff, and that's cool because I got 5 recruit, and I got a juicy overdrive right here. Versatile 3. Gladly will pick that up. She wanted to read some comics. She's bored because she doesn't feel like doing anything yet. Another dual knives. Okay. And we got nothing goes over my head in hand. The lack of KO is hurting me. I'm not getting the high octane hands I really wanted. But, you know. I gotta be careful with my recruiting though, because if I shuffle if a Master Strike happens, and it's not the covert card I shuffle, I could end up putting the covert card back into the HQ, which will ruin the advantage I had, so I gotta watch out for that. If she KOs a divided, it's not gonna matter, so that'll mean something different. Turn 17, another twist. Okay, Tide's gonna rush back out, and then I'm gonna play another card from the villain deck. So we're back at 7 spaces, and we play another card with an empty city. We've got another twist. Okay, getting those out of the way, I suppose. That's twist 9. Tide's going to rush back in, and we're going to transform the scheme back into the other side. We do not play another card from the villain deck at this time. In solo, I would be able to tuck heroes to the bottom of the hero deck on a twist, which actually helps against Dark Phoenix big time, but I can't do that here. Okay. I have the Dual Knives triggered artifact, which I will play. Whenever I play another Strength or Instinct card, you get +1 attack. I'm just going to tuck this right over here so we can kind of see it. Hopefully it won't get too covered up as I play other cards. And then I play Layla Miller, 1 attack. And I will choose, let's look for more Drax. So I'm going to say Guardians of the Galaxy for the team. And I got 2 Drax. Okay. There's nothing I can fight this turn. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Now I have to draw one. Yeah, neither are going to do anything this turn. I don't know why I was asking for Drax. Let's keep Prison Riot for the next turn. She goes away. Got 2 more attack. When I play, nothing goes over my head, and I got 1 additional for playing Trigger Artifact. Hey, at least it let me demonstrate how that works. But yeah, nothing to fight. I should have said Shield. I got 1 more attack, and I got 3 Recruit. I wish I got more Recruit. I could get another Dual Knives. But that's the second one. There's only 2 of them, and I can get this one into my hand. Hopefully. I don't want to dirty work. I'm not going to press my luck with the officers again, so I'm just going to get a sidekick for 2. And it's going to be Skids, who can cancel wounds, which could be useful. I wish that wasn't such a waste of a turn, though. I'm at -1. I pressed the wrong thing. Whatever. Okay, that's a lot of attack. With Throg helping out. Turn 18. Spider infected. Bystander. There you go. And we loaded up a wall crawl. I only have 3 recruit here, but I can wall crawl dirty work. I do have excessive violence with nothing goes over my head once again. That's going to be Yeah, this looks like it's in play on this side. I'm gonna do this. This is a little more inconspicuous. So we got 2 attack, 3 attack, 4 attack. I can do an excessive violence, so we're gonna do an excessive violence. So I load up a wall crawl, fighter for 4, and we rescue a bystander. All at the same time. Let's look at the top 2 cards of my deck. Well, I have to do this now. I can't do the wall crawl next. Top 2 cards of my deck. I'll discard both of these grays. And I'll play my 1, 2, 3 recruit. And we will probably just get another dirty work to keep the city empty. And we'll wall crawl this to the top of the deck. Crawling Forge. That's an upside down Gwen Stacy. Spider-Man's always doing that to her. This is the one card I don't need, and I've seen so many of them. Okay, that's a good amount of attack. I'm nowhere near 13 attack, though, on either side. I'm trying. Turn 19. Another Spider Infected coming in. With the Alligator Trapper, who will actually give me 2 recruit when I fight this, because the sewers will be empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can get the rare Drax this turn. Very exciting. And I can wall crawl it. Are you ready? Here we go. This might be it. This might be the big break I needed. So I have the dual knives out here. So I get 3 attack base for Prison Riot plus an additional from dual knives, and I have excessive violence to get +2 recruit. I'll have extra recruit and then some. And then I'll play Throg. 2 recruit, and then once I make 6 recruit, I'll get 2 attack. Throg goes away. And I'll play all the starters. 1, 2, 3 recruit. And I didn't make 6 recruit yet, but I will. And I'll play the Trooper. Oh, Throg is a 1 more attack because of the artifact. So I'm at 6 attack. 3, 4, 5, 6. So now what I can do is go to the Spider Infected, and I can fight it with excessive violence. That is going to be 4 attack. And I will take out the Spider Infected. What a great combo. This makes me very happy. And now I get to actually get the Alligator Trapper to work, which rarely works. But sewers are empty. I just rescued her from there, so I get 2 recruit. And now that I have made over 6 recruit, I get the 2 attack from Throg. And with excessive violence, I activate Prison Riot to get 2 more recruit from that. And that's going to put me at 1 more than I need to not only recruit Revenge for my family, but wall crawl it, which doubles when I play it, doubles the attack I have, and then KO a villain from you may KO a villain from your victory probably do its fight effect. Which, not a lot of deck thinning there, unfortunately. There might be some I'll get later, but I don't know. But I can wall crawl stuff with this. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up Drax, and he wall crawls to the top of the deck. And that was great. That made me very happy. So all I got to do is get 7 attack in my hand and play Drax. He doesn't have any attack on his own. Helps with excessive violence. Helps with hitting her. Cool. That was a great turn. Unfortunately, my deck is not super thin, so we'll see how much attack I get with him for this first time he shows up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's decent. That's actually 3, 4, 5. That's 10 attack and a card draw from Agent May, so maybe more. Maybe. If I get the right card. Actually, no. It's with dual knives. That's going to be 12 attack. Wait. What happens first? I have dual knives. When I play... So I think the order is I have to... If I play Revenge for My Family, I double the attack I have. And only then would I get another attack from dual knives. I think I have to finish playing this. But otherwise, I get one from Agent May. I'll be close. But let's move on. I'm excited about that. Turn 20. Another Spider Infected. Rockstar. Rescue another bystander when you do that. So I can fight these Spider Infected for nothing, which is great for excessive violence because any amount of attack you spend is going to trigger that. So we got Dirty Work, and then Dirty Work. So hold on. I'm not gonna have enough attack to hit Dark Phoenix. She's at 13. I'm gonna get 2, 4, 6 max. So should I got another combo with the wall crawl stuff. If I played Xander is Invincible first to get extra recruit, that would give me... I want to activate all the... I don't need to activate all the dirty works. What am I talking about? That's the thing. I'll play one dirty work first. It's diminishing returns on that. So 2 attack for the first one. The second dirty work is going to be 2 more attack and reducing down to 1. I don't need all that. So I can go ahead and fight with excessive violence now, but I'm going to have to play Drax first. Unless, do I want the recruit? I will play Walking Wi-Fi first. I loaded up the effect. Whenever I recruit a hero from the HQ this turn, rescue a bystander. That's good. Can't forget that. Then I'll fight and wall crawl. And then I am invisible. I can't do that. It's only 1 fight. See, I'm thinking... Yeah, I was going to look at the 6 cost because I think high recruit is going to be a good thing to do. But let me see. Okay, let me check out Viv Vision. So yeah, this is the one Versatile 3 cheering crowds. I do have a decent amount of bystanders. I've got 3. Versatile 3 is great. And this means I can get 6 attack from this, or 6 attack and recruit, or help me get BFG. Yeah, this is a very good card. It's a good tip. I don't need any more reboots. Yeah, let's try to do that. That's a good idea. 2 more agents, and then we've got Xander is Invincible. I could play it later for 7. I don't really need to, so I'll just play it now. For 6 recruit. We will fight the Spider Infected. Well, hold on. Let me back up on that, because the Bystander might give me something I can use to recruit more things. So I'll hold off on playing the Divided. So I'm at 4 attack, 4 recruit. We'll fight the Spider Infected for 2, which is excessive violence. Load up a wall crawl. Down to 2 attack. And I get another Bystander. Just going to help with that cheering crowds. And it's the Comic Shopkeeper again. Okay, I really hope this doesn't make me get the covert one. Reveal the top 3 cards of the hero deck. And I got to do the excessive violence after that. I haven't forgotten. Oh, I'm not going to do excessive violence this turn. That's right. Top 3 cards of the hero deck. Oh, I haven't shuffled, so it won't be the covert. Player of choice gains the one that costs 3 or less. I can't gain Prison Riot or the Divided Drax, so we'll take a dirty work. The player of your choice gains it. I'll take it on my own side here. I'll put the Divided on top. Oh man, what if a strike happens next turn? I'm gonna really be upset at myself. This is such a tough decision. Which do I put on top? I could get a Master Strike next turn, or I could get one in 2 turns. Oh yes, I'm gonna recruit. Okay. I psyched myself up for no reason. Yeah, let's put that Divided on top. Yes, 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 yes. I went too far ahead. So, cool. I was really worried I would have to make that tough decision, so thank you for saving me from it. And I do get my 7 recruit. So now, yes, I'm going to go ahead and take crowdsourcing and it will refill. She goes to me, and she wall crawls to the top. And yes, the Divided is now. This is a very good card, by the way. This one here. And I was all worried about. So remove his spine, also illegal. One of the best card names in the game, I think. Left-hand side is another EV. Reveal the top card of your deck. You may KO it. I need that KO power. A little late in the game for it, but that's 4 recruit on the other side, which is great. But that's it for this turn. And let's see if I can hit the Mastermind next turn. Wouldn't that be something? Why are some of these cards upside down? I don't know. But I got crowdsourcing. That could be 3, 6 attack, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite going to do it. She has so much attack. Did I miss rescuing a bystander? What did I miss? I totally did forget that. Thank you. That was like half an hour ago. Let's do it. Let's see who I get. It is a standard. Hey, more fuel for cheering crowds. Let's see what happens here. Turn 21. Sebastian Shaw comes in, and he's going to ramp up. So the double attack is really good against him. But I also might be able to hit the Mastermind. So I'm going to just ignore him for now. We're going to go ahead and play all our attack. I have to play the shield card so I can draw. So 1 trooper, 2 troopers. I'll adjust his attack later. And an agent, which is going to let me play Blend Maze effect. 2 more recruit. Oh, it's going to be a full shuffle. Do I want to do this? If I do this, the rare Drax does not get shuffled in here. That's tough. Let me just do the math real quick. So if I played that and I drew something, I would get an attack from Drax, and then I would get 3 more attack from Overdrive, and I'd be at 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I play Revenge for My Family. That'll put me at 12, and then plus 1 more. So I could, it is the Mastermind hit, but I don't have to draw Agent May to do this. So I think what I do is I do it out of order so I don't trigger Agent May's superpower, and still hit the Mastermind. So let's back all the way up. And instead, we'll play Agent May first, because I don't want her to draw right now. And then we get 1 attack from the artifact, and then we'll just do everything else out like that. 2 more attack, 1 recruit. We'll overdrive Versatile 3 for 3 attack, and then we'll play Revenge for My Family, which doubles 6 into 12. Oh, that's right, they are not mandatory anymore. So it didn't really matter what I did there. So I get up to 12, and then I will get the 13th from Drax's triggered artifact. By the way, did you notice, did it say, I didn't read it, did it say superpowers are optional in the 2nd edition rulebook? Because it definitely said it in the What If rulebook. That was the change. Maybe I just didn't read that part. It must, right? Anyway, this has excessive violence. You may KO a villain from your victory pile to its effect. I'm not going to do that, but I am going to hit Dark Phoenix, which is very exciting, and I get the bystander. So let's hit Dark Phoenix for 13. Good thing her tactics are a walk in the park, right? Here we go. Consume an entire galaxy. Each other player chooses a card from the discard pile that costs 1 or more and KOs it. Could have been a lot worse. What if you're putting these ones upside down? So one of these has to go. Probably some recruit. Walking Wi-Fi, I need to fuel that other card now. I think I have too much dirty work cards, but more tech means more likely to trigger a BFG if it shows up. I have a lot of tech anyway. I'm gonna get rid of it, but dirty work is attack. What do you think? Walking Wi-Fi or dirty work? I have plenty of bystanders, but those are going to go through quickly. Or Drax. Yeah, I could get rid of Drax. He doesn't really match the tech thing. I'd rather keep dirty work around instead of Drax because he'll weaken some stuff and provide more tech. Yeah, let's go with Drax. Sorry. But that was a pretty harmless tactic from Dark Phoenix on the left-hand side. And I rescue the Comic Shopkeeper. Again, top 3 cards of the hero deck. 1, 2, 3. I just realized there's a danger here. I could end up recruiting all of a color out of the hero deck before the strikes happen. Now I'm all worried about that. There's not a lot of ranged in there. There's more swarm tactics in there. I think I'm okay for now. Let's see what we get. Okay, there's another one. So 3 or less. I get another walking Wi-Fi, and I'll gain it over here. Only 2. Yeah, range could happen. So I'm a little worried. So let's put swarm tactics on the bottom. I'd rather she land on ranged, so I'm not gonna do any more recruiting this turn. So I gotta figure that out. This is left-hand side. I've got 3 recruit. I can't 1 with sword tactics and 2 Vivs uncommon. That's not a lot. So I think what I do, I think I'm going to force her to take out the ranged. I'm going to put Storm Tactics on top, and I'm going to try to stop recruiting until another Master Strike happens. I did. The crowdsourcing got KO'd. One of them did. I gotta think I'm due for a Master Strike. So I'm gonna try to keep this there until that happens. I'll maybe wait a couple of turns. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that on top. I'm going to get a sidekick for 2. Prodigy. Love the copy. And that's it. That was a great turn. Hit the Mastermind. Now it's a full reshuffle. Again, if this does work, I'm gonna have to take caution to make sure that the one covert card does not end up in the HQ, because that'll ruin my lead. She can go back. She can go back there. The tide is in. Okay, what's left for the next turn? Trooper, Drax, Prodigy, Agent, Trooper, Rare Drax again. Okay, is this another hit in the Mastermind? This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a hit on the Mastermind again. Whew. Come on, left side. Turn 22. Spider infected. All right. Get a bystander. It's a tourist couple. I gotta resist the temptation to recruit. I want to get a strike while that range is on top. And just try to keep hitting her and clearing the city. I think I'll be okay with that. So what do I get with this? I haven't really talked about what Cheering Crowds is. So the way Cheering Crowds works is after you do this card's effect, which is Versatile 3 in this case, you can take a bystander from your victory pile and put it to the bottom of the bystander deck to do play its card again, except without the Cheering Crowds again. So I can get 6 attack, 6 recruit, or 3 attack, 3 recruit from this. But if I do attack, it'll be 3, 6, 8, 10. I can catch up to Sebastian Shaw. I don't think I can get enough attack, but if I do excessive violence somewhere down the line, I can do I am invisible. Again, I don't want to recruit though, so I'm not going to wall crawl anything. What does Tourist Couple do again? It is +1 recruit if the rooftops are empty and +1 if the bridge is empty. So there is no bridge right now, so I'd only get a max of 1 recruit. But again, I'm not doing recruiting. All right, let's just clear the city and wait for a Master Strike to happen. So let's do 2 attack from Drax. We'll do. Actually, no. I can actually get do the neural network. Yeah, I just caught that too. So let's do Xandar's Invincible again to make my next hand better. I'm not going to clear the city, so I'll just play this now for 2. Let's do the neural network. We haven't done this one yet. I get to draw an extra card at the end of my turn, activated now by Emmanuel Rael. And then I need to do at least 3 attack from crowdsourcing. Do I want to Cheering Crowds? That'll give me 3 more attack. What is Sebastian Shaw at right now? He's at 6. If I play that in a different order, could I have hit him? Let's say I started over and I did crowdsourcing first. Oh, I'm pretty sure that if I Cheering Crowds, the Cheering Crowds card play does not increase Sebastian Shaw's attack because it's not a card I would have played from my hand. I play it from. Where would I be playing a Cheering Crowds card from? From in play? I know it's all from my hand, so I know it will work. I'm just wondering where it would be played from. That's very interesting. But yeah, let's do it. So let's play crowdsourcing to get 3 attack, which puts Sebastian Shaw up to 4. I don't have to do that, though. I can just play neural network, and that'll be enough. I have plenty of bystanders, though. I can maybe clear both things, even though I'll lose the wall crawl. Let's Cheering Crowds. We'll send this bystander back to the bottom of the deck to do it again. So I'm at 6 attack. And Shaw is only at 4. Poor guy, right? So let's go ahead and hit him right now for 4. I'm slowing down a little. There's a lot going on. Yeah, he's not escaping. So we'll take you out for 4. That was a good matchup. Next, we'll do the tech combo I said I was going to do. Still only 1 strike. I want another one to happen. I've loaded up a range on the top of the hero deck, but they could all be stacked at the bottom. I don't know. Xander is invincible for 2 more recruit. Neural network for 2 attack and the extra card at the end of the turn. And I've got 2 recruit. So I think we're going to just wall crawl a sidekick because I don't want to mess with the hero deck right now. So we will take out the Spider Infected for 3. I get 1 recruit because the rooftops are empty. The bridge doesn't exist. And let's wall crawl whoever the sidekick is. Who's crawling up the wall? It's Hairball crawling up the wall. Appropriate for a cat. So at the top of the deck, and I'll draw you next turn immediately. Can't get another one. I could get an officer, but I will pass on the officer. I ran out my officer luck for the game. Okay, Hairball, and I got 7 total cards. Why do I keep putting some of these upside down? I'm doing something weird. I did it again. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 2 more. Give me some more attack. I'm really trying to flesh out BFG. It is just not showing up. Come on, 2 more. 6, and then 7 cards. A lot of recruits still. A lot of recruit to get BFG that's not appearing. This is another hit of the Mastermind turn, though. On turn 23. We've got... Maestro, you're not a Master Strike. I need a strike right now. I've set it up. I've set my trap, and she's not falling into it. Okay. We got... Nothing goes over my head for 2 attack. Got an excessive violence effect there. I got 1 extra attack for the knives. I'm going to have to play Prodigy as a copy of Nothing Goes Over My Head. It becomes both tech and the hero class I copy. So that's going to be 2 more attack, which means I've loaded up 2 excessive violence effects. And it has turned into an instant card. So I do get another attack from the knives again. And then I've got 2 more attack. I know Prodigy is gone. I'll keep him there for a second. And remember that I have the excessive violence ability. And then we'll play Revenge for My Family, which is going to double 8 into 16. And then excessive violence, I can KO a villain from my victory pile to its fight effect. Alright, I can do all that. I'm going to fight Dark Phoenix with excessive violence. I get 1 extra attack from the knives. Yeah, let's go ahead and... Oh no, I know what the top card of my deck is. It's Swarm Tactics, so I'm going to hopefully get a strike to happen before that occurs. But let's go ahead and hit Dark Phoenix once again. With all those excessive violence effects out. Okay, next tactic. Fiery Reincarnation. Gain a hero from the HKO pile that costs 7 or more. Wasp is there. All right. Was there 1 or 2 rares? Aunt May's there too. I got options. So we got Aunt May. And we got Founding Avenger Wasp. I forget what they both do, so let's check it out. I could save Aunt May. Aunt May's got 5 recruit and coordinate, which will work well in this mode. And then Spider Friends, though. I don't have any. Each villain gets -2 attack this turn. The next time you fight the Mastermind this turn, it gets -2 attack. That's great. I just don't have Spider Friends to trigger it. Wasp here. Founding Avenger 4 attack. Avengers, you get +1 attack for each other Avengers card you played this turn. I don't have a lot of those either. But I'd rather have the 4 attack than the 5 recruit, if that's what I'm going to be dealing with. Yeah, Wasp is better. 4 attack is 4 attack. Kind of a bummer. I don't really get to use the cool effect part of it, but we're going to gain Wasp. And that's on the left-hand side. Which means it won't get shuffled in. Sorry, Aunt May. Again, don't tell Peter I chose to not Not save and May. Yes, losing all the covert hurts now, but I mean, I'm not gonna be mad at a free rare. I have to fight with one excessive violence though, so I need to go down one more, and I get to activate all the excessive violence things. So we'll do Revenge for My Family now. I can KO a villain to do its fight effect. Anybody even have a good fight effect except for the Henchmen? No fight effects in the Chitauri. No fight effect on Sebastian Shaw. It's just the wall crawl, right? Right-hand side's been doing a lot of the fighting. Yeah, it's like nothing. That's not a villain. That won't work. Yeah, I got nothing good. That's kind of a bummer. I could wall crawl a Like, did I play this agent? I don't think I did. Let's say I played the agent. Yeah, I don't even have to recruit, so I'm not going to KO anything. I'll lose my VP. I don't even get to do that. So I do have 2 Nothing Goes Over My Head. 1 from Prodigy, 1 from Drax. I'll do this twice. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Discard a number of them. Put them back in the order. Isn't it too late to wall crawl Wasp? I already gained it. Oh, that is true. Do I choose the fight order with a tactic? I gotta think about that for a second. So when you fight the Mastermind, I gotta look up the excessive violence rules. Can I choose excessive violence after I've already revealed what the tactic is? Or would I have had to have done that before I reveal the tactic? I've never really encountered that order before. If I can legit wall crawl Wasp, I would do that. But I don't know if that's how it works. I need to look up the rules for excessive violence. Because otherwise, I could be cheating. I don't want to do that. Let me pop up in Master Strike real quick. And see what it says. So excessive violence rules. So we can all see. Okay. Once per turn, you can spend 1 attack more than you need to do that. Do the enemy's fight effect and the excessive violence abilities in any order of your choice. Okay, so I assume that does mean, even after I've revealed the tactic, I get to choose. And that's how I'll interpret it. Okay. Good to know. So we will do the excessive violence first, but hold on. Do I have to do all excessive violence first? It says, yeah, and the excessive violence abilities in any order. Okay, how do you interpret that? Does that mean I can do the fight effect and any of the excessive violence in any order? So I could do excessive violence, fight effect, excessive violence, or do I have to do them in chunks, like where I have to do all the excessive violence and the enemy's effect, or the other way around? Do the enemy's fight effect and the excessive violence. It says the excessive violence abilities. But it does say in any order of your choice. I can decide the order of anything. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I don't cheat the game here. Because I've never had to deal with this before. Alright, let's be flexible with this then. So, beginning, we first do. So here's Wasp. She's back in the KO pile. I will KO the Spider Infected to load up the next tier I gain this turn has Wall Crawl. Moves out a little bit of VP. However, the next tier I will gain then will be Wasp. So I will Wall Crawl her to the top of the deck. Awesome. That's the tactic ability. It's gained, and then she Wall Crawls. And then we get rid of the tactic, and we do the rest of those. I guess actually what I should probably do is the Nothing Goes Over My Head first, so I can optimize the death. So I'm gonna change the order again. So Wasp is not done. I'll do all of that after I do these 2 Nothing Goes Over My Heads, and then I'll put Wasp on top of the deck. So first, Nothing Goes Over My Head, Prison Riot and Skids. I'm gonna actually discard Skids, put Prison Riot back, and then I'll do it again for the Prodigy copy. A Trooper. I'll discard the Trooper, put Prison Riot back on top, and then I'll do the sequence of 2 things that puts Wasp on top of the deck. then I'll be done with my turn. Thank you for helping me through that. That was complicated. A lot of very complicated technical things happening in this setup. So my new hand for turn 25, Wasp, Prison Riot, Shield Agent, Agent May, Shield Trooper. Alright, so I can do a draw. That's going to be at least 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attack, 9 attack, 10. Depending on what I draw, I might be able to hit her again. But it's not quite by itself. Once again, I'm hoping for a strike so I can get those ranged out of the way, and it is... Yes, finally! I don't know. I got a Master Strike on what I wanted. Okay, so that's number 2. We're going to go ahead and KO this Swarm Tactics by design. Glad I waited. And then each card in the hero deck that shares a color with it. The bad news is, again, I'm going to have to put Tsunami Justice in a random spot. So crowdsourcing, and there's BFG. It was a few down. Yeah, that was it. So I one card. Yes, the first. Both strikes were at very opportune times. Okay. Let's see. Don't tell Hairball you gave your cat a bath. The forklift driver off the cuff. That was really cool, but now I'm nervous about recruiting anything because I don't want the forklift driver to or the it was the bulldozer driver. Sorry. No, it was the forklift driver. Who I pulled at the most opportune time. So I'm afraid of recruiting anything unless I know what the top card of the hero deck is because it could be the covert. By the way, I'm gonna look again. I want to see how many divided. I got 1 divided Drax. And 2. Alright. So either of those divided cards will kind of neutralize that. Not a lot of cards left in there. Okay. So that plan worked. Master Strike is done. Let's see what I can do here. Let's go ahead and play Hairball. 1 attack. Draw. Well, before I draw... I'm glad you had a good time. Yeah, things are very weird in this setup, too. Let me just make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, yeah, 1 attack, draw a card, a shield agent. Not what I wanted to see. Not at all. As far as versatile, am I going to hit Maestro? I'm going to have 3 attack, 4... I'm not going to have enough attack. Ooh, I can do a big recruit. I can try... Okay. I'm going to have a lot of recruit here. I could try to flush out BFG, but I also risk flushing out the covert card. But I also can't hit anything for 3 attack, 4 attack. I do have Reboot. I could try to get some more attack to hit Maestro. And I think I should do that. So let's start with Overdrive for 3 attack. At 4. We'll try Reboot, 2 more recruit. I will discard a card to draw 2. Let's discard an agent to draw 2 cards. 1 and 2. Okay, I got a little more attack. Here we go. That's going to be enough to hit Maestro. I don't get to KO anybody, though. It would have been better for the other side. Oh, should I wait on Maestro? No, I'll have 2... So here's what Maestro says. For each of your strength heroes, KO one of your heroes. On the left side, that'll let me actually KO 2 heroes, which is very valuable. If I don't have enough attack to hit the Mastermind, yeah, Maestro is much more valuable here, so I should probably just save him. Plus, I'm not super threatened by the city right now. I'm so nervous about the HQ. What do I do? I guess I should have done Recruit with Overdrive then. I already revealed cards, so I can't take it back. I'll play Xander is Invincible for 2 Recruit, and we'll just get a bunch of Recruit. 1, 2. There's a good chance I could lose to 4 strikes anyway with the Divided, so maybe I shouldn't be trying to make that thing work. Whenever I recruit a hero from the HQ this turn, rescue a bystander. I get a lot of bystanders, and 1 more recruit, and 1 more attack. Let's double check. Am I at 9 for reals? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sure am. Could have been more. Whenever I recruit a hero, I get a bystander. So I'm gonna try to flesh out BFG. I really hope the Cobra doesn't show up. Should I take this? Should I take remove his spine also illegal? I could use the KO power. I really could use that. But I'm running out of things to use excessive violence on. Reboot is good no matter what. Oh, still divided. Reboot is still pretty good because... Nope. Hold on, I got this. There we go. Discarding 1 card to draw 2 is good no matter what. So I think I take a reboot. And I hope I don't regret this. Okay, it's not covert. I'm going to keep recruiting. If I get the covert, whatever. I'm trying to win quickly. Neural network is great. I can get it cheap. I'll get it for 2. Oh, hold on. Yes, I'll get the bystander first. That might inform what I want to do. Let's do it right now. You guys are on it. You guys are on it. Appreciate it. Paramedic. I can KO a wound from my hand or from any player's discard pile. I did get a wound. It's in my deck, though, so none of that. Let's do a cheap Vision Neural Network once again for 2. Let me just double check. Yeah, I had 9, 5, so that's correct. Okay, and another bystander. And it's the Aspiring Hero, gain a sidekick. So I'll gain a sidekick. More Throg. Not the side I want him on, but more Throg. I'm at 3 recruit left. And now I can't recruit anything, so we'll recruit a sidekick now. Doesn't it's not gonna trigger walking Wi-Fi, but it's Zabu for some KO. Alright, the covert is still in there. If Dark Phoenix lands on the covert on a Master Strike, I'm gonna be very, very happy. I really hope that happens. That's not a great... There's the wound, and that's not a great hand. I really need that KO. At this point, if I don't win the game, I think my score is going to be pretty good. Because I'll have lost with 2 tactics down. We'll see. Turn 25. Another twist. That's the penultimate twist. Okay. Tide rushes out. Scheme transforms. And we play another card from the villain deck. Let's see what happens. And here's the other card from the villain deck. It is... Oh, that's 2 cards. It is Mastermind, Jason Wingard. He becomes an extra Mastermind. With Master Strike, each player simultaneously reveals a non-gray hero. Mastermind dominates the revealed hero with the highest cost. I don't want him to steal my heroes. I don't need this pressure. I'm going to probably hit him this turn. He comes in. He becomes an extra Mastermind. This is City Space 7, so he's just going to kind of chum it up over here with Dark Phoenix. If I can hit the Mastermind, I will. But I really want to hit him before the rest of the strikes happen. Let me take a second. There's a lot going on. An incredibly technical game. I do want to hit Maestro too for that sweet KO ability, so I'm conflicted. I will start by trying to get a card draw from Agent May. So I have to play all 3 of my shields. That's 1 attack and 2 recruit. Which will now play Agent May for 2 more recruit. I draw a card. It's another agent. So I do get 1 more attack from the artifact. I'll play Founding Avenger, which is only going to give me 4 attack. And then I'll play Prison Riot, which is going to give me 3 more attack. And then 1 more recruit. So I'm at 9. I have options. I could hit Mastermind with excessive violence. Or I could hit Maestro with excessive violence. If I hit Maestro, I get to KO 2 heroes. There's a good chance on a future turn I could hit Maestro and KO more. Also, if I leave Maestro out, or leave Mastermind out, he is going to steal my rares, or steal my good cards, and I really don't want that to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Mastermind for 9. And I'll try to keep Maestro around for later. Hit him with excessive violence. And I got rid of too much attack. What did I have? 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I had exactly 8. I should have had 10. I think I pressed the wrong thing. It doesn't matter. I have 1 attack left, I think. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whatever. So he's gone. I did use excessive violence, so I do get to recruit. Which puts me at 7. Once again, I'm tempting fate by continuing to recruit. But I have some really good options here. I have remove his spine, also legal for some potential KO and 3 attack, or I have dual knives. Dual knives will give me 2 attack in conjunction with the other one whenever I play a strength or instinct card. I think I gotta take that other dual knives. It's very, very good. Even though the KO power is here. I don't need as much if I have 2 attack every time I play an instinct or strength. I'm gonna take the dual knives. I hope I don't regret this. Going to me. And, okay, gotta divide it out of there. That would have been KO'd if another strike happened. I'm happy that happened. And for my other 3, let's get another sidekick. And it's a standard sidekick. That's a good one to get too. Okay. If I can get that second dual knives out, that's going to be great. And I'm going to shuffle in a second. Good news is, I shuffle without these cards in there. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Give me the other dual knives. Let me load it up. Come on. And that'll let me do 2 KOs when I fight Maestro by default. 5 and 6. No dual knives, a lot of grays. Get this hand out of the way, I guess. Give me an excellent hand after this if I can survive that long. Turn 26. Chitauri Chariot. Rooftops Conqueror 2. Ambush. After this enters the city, if the rooftops are empty, move this villain to that space. The rooftops were empty, unfortunately. So, you're at 6 in the rooftops. And that's too bad, because I could have fought them in the sewers with dirty work, but there's nobody in the sewers anymore. So I'm left with 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't fight anything. I gotta not forget, I can lose if 2 more villains escape. I don't think the left-hand side is gonna let villains escape, although I don't have a ton of attack. It could happen. I could still lose to the scheme. I got walking Wi-Fi to recruit. When I do a recruit from the HQ, I rescue a bystander. I don't have enough to recruit from the HQ. This is a big dud hand, so I could sidekick or I could rest the wound away. I think I'm going to rest the wound away. That doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right that I couldn't really do anything. This hand should be good. Agent. I spoke too soon. Oh, I spoke too soon about speaking too soon. It's pretty good. Turn 26. Let's move it to 27. Got my artifact loaded up here. This hand's not going to be much. Turn 27 is a spider infected. Wow. Okay, news reporter. I gotta fight stuff. If I have escapes, it's gonna be bad. I only have 4 attack here. No activation of the artifact. Let's go overdrive for 3 attack, and we'll do the trooper. I could fight with excessive violence. It's not gonna do anything for me, but I do have to. I could draw a card. I will draw a card. Let's fight the infected for 3, just so we can avoid losing to the scheme and embarrassing ourselves. And the next hero I gain has wall crawl. News reporter, draw a card. It's an agent. Okay, fine. Get him out of the way. And I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 recruit. I'm really tempted to take one of these, but I'm not going to. I could take the divided Drax. I'm going to hold off. I'll get a sidekick. Some of those are instinct and strength. Or just will give me standard ones that'll help me draw a lot of cards. I'm worried that Cover's going to come up. But I can't flesh out BFG if I don't do this. I'm going to have not enough recruit to get it this turn anyway. My gut says get a sidekick this turn, so I'm going to get a sidekick this turn. And it's a standard sidekick. So that's good. That's the one I wanted. Okay, after all those grays, again, this hand should be really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, it's not. And yes, it goes to the top of the deck. Oh, I forgot that. So that means Skids is still left. And I get the standard sidekick, which I'd rather have. Well, let's pretend I didn't know that. Let's move over. I'm not doing well. Turn 28. There we go. There's our other Master Strike that I was worried about. Okay. Let's see what we're KOing. The hero deck, top card that gets KO'd is Tech. That's it for BFG. I really tried. I kept going and going. Tech is gone. Where was BFG? It was like at the bottom, wasn't it? That's most of the cards left. I think I'm done recruiting, you guys. The Vision's rare, BFG. Yeah, they were at the bottom anyway. And some of these divideds. 1, 2. So yeah, this is all that's left. There is one divided card left in here, which is very dangerous. I can still survive if I don't pull this. I think I'm just done recruiting. I don't think I can recruit anymore. If I pull the covert out, I'll lose on the last strike. If I pull the divided card out, I'll save myself. But they're just as equally likely of showing up. So, I'm very nervous about that. But yeah, goodbye BFG and everybody else. I wish that I had pulled that tactic that gains you a rare after BFG got KO'd, but it wasn't in the cards. So much for that. Well, that was terrible. But we'll keep going and see what happens. I did get a decent amount of tech. I should probably try to fight one of these. Once again, Dirty Work doesn't do anything this turn. I do get Walking Wi-Fi, which again, I'm nervous about recruiting, so I'm probably not going to take advantage of this. I will, however, get an extra card at the end of my turn. And if I play I Am Invisible, then I get to fight something. So I will stop there. I'm going to go ahead and fight the Chitauri Chariot for 6. And leave Maestro there. And I get 2 recruit. I'm really tempted to take Overdrive, but I don't really... I have some KO power in there. I think I have to stop recruiting. I think I have to. It's too risky. Well, actually, I don't know. It is equal chances of this being the covert card or this being the divided card. And I don't have anything that'll reveal the top card of the hero deck. What would you do? Would you recruit or not? I mean, I can recruit this, but either way, I can recruit. I think I just go sidekick for now. I go sidekick. It's boom boom. That might help me out. Like, maybe I can trigger skids with that. Alright, let's see what I got. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crowdsourcing might... I wish I got a second crowdsourcing. It is 6 attack. That's 8. If I can get 5 attack with these next 3 cards, thanks to their ability, I need 5 attack with 3 cards, I can hit the Mastermind. Yeah, definitely leave the weak cards there. Okay, I'm going for 5 attack with 3 cards. Here we go. That's 3. Alright, I need 2 attack with 2 cards. That's maybe gonna get me some more. And that's it. Alright, this is a hit of the Mastermind hand. Which is perfect. This can draw some more cards, so maybe this can hit the Mastermind if I really draw well. Turn 29. Abomination comes in. If I fight him on the streets or bridge, rescue 3 bystanders. Tide is out. Until it's permanently in. Let's begin with... Mr. Draft and Hank, save me. Draw 2 cards. It's a standard sidekick. 1 and 2. Not really didn't do it for me. Let's see if Agent May can draw somebody better. Trooper, Trooper. Agent. Speaking of agents, let's play Agent May. 2 more recruit. Drawing into Drax. Okay, and I got 1 attack from the knives. Where's the other knives? I want more knives. Give me more knives. Nothing goes over my head. We'll play that for 2 attack with the excessive violence effect. We'll play Founding Avenger, which is just going to be a 4 attack card. At 9, I only have 1 strength card. Although that is 1 KO. But I have such better opportunities to thin my deck more, and I do have time, I think. So let's go ahead and hit Abomination for 5 with Excessive Violence. That'll let me set up my next hand. Or my next, yeah, basically my next hand. So hit him for 6. Didn't fight him in the places, so I'm at 3 attack. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. I'm not going to discard these. Okay, good. I have 2 strength coming in. Knives are coming in next turn. Put them right back. Skids is going to do nothing. Well, actually, I can go 4. I can get 7 recruit. I could pick up the Divided Drax and do some KO. I can risk this. I risk bringing out the Covert card. I'm going to do it. I really hope I don't regret this. So we're going to play the Agent for a 4th recruit. We're going to play Skids for 3 more. Skids goes away. And I didn't load up any weird recruit things, I don't think. So we're going to pick up Remove His Spine, also illegal. For 6. Let's see what this is. Okay, it's Prison Riot. It's not the Covert card. Although it also wasn't the Divided card, so I feel neutral about that. New hand. That's wonderful. 3. Oh, that's even more wonderful. That's even better. All right, this is a good hand, and I'm gonna hit the Mastermind next turn as well. So the first Dual Knives will get triggered off the second Dual Knives being played, and then all of them will trigger off of each other. This can be a really good turn. Right now, it's just at least 1. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, double to 18 if I don't play the sidekick. And then if I do play the sidekick, which I will, I can get double of whatever I play. I might win this thing. We'll see. Not trying to get ahead of myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow! Okay. I'm feeling good about this. Turn 30, what do we got? Chitauri Commander, Rooftops Conqueror 2 Ambush. After it enters the city, if the rooftops are empty, reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a villain, that villain enters the rooftops. Oh, again, I could lose to the scheme. Okay. Rooftops are empty, top card of the villain deck. Really speeding this up. It's a villain. That's bad. Okay, and Harry Leland makes heroes 1 more expensive. That's fine. So here's the deal. I can hit the Mastermind this turn, but I might have to choose not to do that. Because if I lose to the scheme, that's going to be real embarrassing. The tide's going to rush in on the next twist. I might be able to wait a turn to do that, though. So let me back up for a second. Let's begin with some crowdsourcing. We'll get 3 attack, Versatile 3. We'll send another Bystander away to get 3 more attack. Standard goes away. I don't really know why I keep the specials. Doesn't really matter. 3 more attack. And then we're going to see what we get with the reboot first. Nothing's going to escape this turn. So this turn, I think I'm safe. And the next turn, yeah, because if a twist happens next turn, I think, yeah, hitting the Mastermind's best. But let's see what I can do here. I do have Dirty Work. Versatile 3, let's go for all attack. We're going to do a reboot. Reboots are all the rage. That's a different card. All right, we're going to discard Shield Agent to draw 2. Agent and Throg. Okay, Throg can give me some more, a little more attack. I can actually hit the Chitauri Commander. He's at 5, but he's gonna get reduced. So Dirty Work, 2 more attack, reducing the Commander this turn to 3, effectively. We'll do another Dirty Work, 2 more attack, reducing him to 1, effectively. And then we'll play the 2 agents, 1, 2. Then we'll play Throg, which gives me 2 recruit. I just hit the 6, and I get 2 more attack. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 attack. That's correct. So I can hit the Mastermind and the Chitauri Commander, but let's go ahead and hit Dark Phoenix first. Here we go. Next tactic, penultimate tactic, burn the world to ashes. Each other player discards each card from their hand has the same name. Oh no! As any card in the KO pile. That's not good. This rare is safe. This rare is safe. I don't... The Dual Knives is safe, actually. And Prison Riot. I don't think there's a Prison Riot in there. Luckily, she hasn't KO'd any strength. Right? So I think, yeah, these are all the tech, and these are all the covert, and these are all the other ones I KO'd. All my cards are somehow safe. I'm having the best luck against Dark Phoenix. That's incredible. She gets nothing. You lose. Good day. Let me get rid of Throg before I shuffle him back in. Put this hand back over there. This is the other turn. Well, this is the left-hand side. I played all these. You're really bad to mix those up right now. Okay. I have 4 attack left. That was really good. Only thing I can hit is the Chitauri Commander, so I will. Okay, this is the right-hand side's turn. The cards are over here because they're in play. Get it all together. Let's take out any excessive violence. I don't think I have any Drax this turn. No. It's fine. Let's go ahead and hit Chitauri for 1. Attack. Down 1. And... okay. I'm not going to recruit anything. I'm going to tell myself that... oh no, your whole hand? I'm glad I had the opposite. Let's get one more sidekick. Ms. Lion. Okay. That was a good turn. This next turn has the potential to... If I can win the game this turn with 26 attack... well, let's just say... it won't be the worst day. If that happens. Turn 31. Okay, there we go. So for the last time, the tide rushes in. The scheme transforms. So there we go. And I don't play another card from the villain deck. We went through all the twists. Permanently, we're at 3 spaces. Let's see if I can get 26 attack and win. I will begin with the Dual Knives. Once again, the Dual Knives. Whenever you play another Strength or Instinct card, you get +1 attack, and Die Spaceship is on it. So that's my second Dual Knives, which is good, because they're Dual Knives. I get +1 attack from the first one for playing the second one, and now it depends on what I draw with the sidekick. Let me just scan any way I can manipulate top card of the deck. I don't think so. So I'll play this sidekick. It's going to draw an agent and an agent. Ah, too bad I can't end the game this turn. I don't think. I'll play Prison Riot for 3 attack. I literally drew anything else, and that's going to give me... am I good? We'll see. I got 2 more attack. I got 2 attack for every one of those I play. I need to get 13 that I can double, and I get Founding Avenger. That's 4. That's 10. And the Trooper. That's 11. Those don't activate off the effect. I double 11 to 22, and then I get 24 total. It's not going to do it. But I do get to KO some of my Graves this turn. And maybe I can survive long enough. So I'm going to play Revenge for My Family, which will double 11 to 22. And I get 2 more attack from the 2 artifacts. So I'm at 24. I'm so close to winning the game this turn. But not quite there. We'll play my 2 agents. If I fight Maestro, I'm going to have to KO one of my non-grays, yeah. Which I don't really want to do, but there's no way around it because I'm going to have the heroes no matter what, regardless of whether I play them or not. But let's fight Dark Phoenix for her last tactic and see what happens. All right. The final tactic is Worship Me as a God. Each other player gains 2 0-cost cards from the KO pile. I forgot that her tactics aren't so bad, except for that last one that I kind of skirted. I have KO'd so few. There's only one. There's a single shield agent in the KO pile. I'm just double checking, but that looks like it's it. Yeah, I haven't KO'd anything. What a weird series of events this game has been. Yeah, I've only KO'd a single gray this entire game. So I just gained 1. This one doesn't even. It says, oh, it says cards, not heroes. I misread, but yes, there is a wound that I KO'd. Otherwise, I have to gain the wound. But still, very fun. Normally you don't have to gain a wound that way because there's 2 grays to take, but I got it. And that went to the right side. I blew up that tactic. Now all that's left between me and defeating Dark Phoenix and getting around to the rotation is 2 measly attack that I cannot get. Actually, I do have Revenge for my family. I can have done excessive violence. I have 11 attack. What if I did 10? I would get 2 recruit, and I would get... Is there no fight effects that could save me? I don't think so. I think they're all pretty, That's Abomination. If I had fought Maestro, I could have KO'd any more, but no. I could wall crawl something, but I can't draw it this turn. Yeah, nobody else has anything good. I can clear the city, but here's the deal. If I fight the bank, for each one of your strength heroes, KO one of your heroes. I can KO all rares and knives, but the thing is, I have 3 grays and I have 4 strength cards. So if I fight Maestro, I do have to KO one of my non-grays. I think I'm going to have to KO Prison Riot if I do that. And I think I'm okay with that to get rid of 3 agents, even though... Well, maybe Wasp is better to get rid of, because every time I play Prison Riot, it's now 5 attack versus 4. So I think I'm going to purposefully KO Wasp rare. Yeah, I caught that too. Yeah, we're gonna KO a rare on purpose. Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's fight Maestro for 6. And we will KO all 4 of these, because that's fun. And that's it for Maestro. I could excessive violence and do that again, but I don't want to. And when we'll hit Harry Leland and get him out of there for the last 5. Okay, so all I have to do is hit her one more time for the final blow, but that's gonna be tricky. Here's my, because I just put these 2 cards in my discard pile, and I only have so many here, and a lot of them are gray. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, see? So that's 4 attack, that's 7, that's 8 attack. If I can get back around to the rare, then I can win, but we'll see if I can survive that long. I can get a really unlucky combination of strikes, and I could lose quickly. Okay, turn 32. If I get the divided card from, if she hits the divided card, I'm gonna lose quickly. Turn 32. Chitauri Leviathan shows up. Rooftops Conqueror 2. Fight each player with no bystanders, and their victor pile gains a wound. Escape same effect, but they're just gonna sit here at 5 attack. All right. Zabu. KO a card from your hand or discard pile. I'll KO that wound I just gained, and Zabu goes away. Let's do the reboot. See if I can get something better. We'll play Walking Wi-Fi for 2 recruit. Find the rare before you KO the divided card. I'm trying. Which rare? I thought I got rid of all the rares. 2 recruit. Oh, yeah, find my Drax's rare. Yes. Hopefully that works. I will discard this agent to draw 2. That gives me reboot. I weaken the Chitauri Leviathan by 2, so they're at 3 when I fight them. The Vision, 2 more attack, and extra card at the end of my turn, and a Trooper, and an Agent. These knives are in the way. Okay, let's... No excessive violence, so we're just going to go ahead and hit the Leviathan for 3. And both sides have victory bystanders in the victory pile, so no wounds go out, which is wonderful. And I'm at 5 recruit left. Let's... I'm not messing with it. Let's get a sidekick. I'm not going to do Walking Wi-Fi for that reason. Standard sidekick. And now I draw 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's get back to Drax's rare soon, please. Turn 33. There's another Master Strike. All right, let's see what happens. She's going to KO another hero from the hero deck. There's very few options left. 3, 2, 1. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen. This is bad news. That's the divided. I'm running out of time. All right. Only card left is the covert. That means I lose on strike 5 again. I did extend my life. I should have recruited from the HQ, but I had an even chance of drawing one of these two. So it was a coin flip. So I don't feel bad about it. Yeah, so it is what it is. They're all gone. And now it's like a regular Dark Phoenix game where I lose on Master Strike 5. But I did buy myself a little extra time by doing that. So I'm down to the shuffle. We'll see how it goes for me. Alright. All I can do is what I can play. I got 2 attack, 4 attack, 7 attack, 8 attack, and 3 recruit. I'm on borrowed time right now. So yeah, nothing I can do. Let's get a sidekick and keep going. I definitely can't... Oh no, I already got this. I definitely can't recruit anymore. Here's my next hand with a card draw. I could draw the rare from here, but who knows? Can I get 13 attack, or do I pull a Master Strike? 3, 2, 1. Star Leviathan. Rooftops Conqueror 2. How much attack can I get here? I can get 4, 6, 8. Not going to be enough. So I will fight. Just in case, I'm going to fight the Leviathan in case I can draw a Strength or Instinct, but I don't know if I can. We're so close. Okay, I got the Excessive Violence effect. 1 attack. I think I'm going to keep putting Boom Boom on top of the deck so I can have a guaranteed 4 attack when I need it. So I'll Time Bomb, put her on top. Actually, I should wait until I do Drax's effect. Walking Wi-Fi, Walking Wi-Fi. Trooper and an Agent. That puts me at 4. Yes, I don't have enough. I have to Boom Boom. So let's do 1 attack, Time Bomb, and we'll take out the Leviathan and hope we can survive a little longer. It's got to be significantly longer, though. Okay. Turn 35. Fortune Teller goes right to the Mastermind. She knew this was coming. I get to draw a card. I could, if I draw the rare, that would win it for me, but this is my discard pile. We will see what happens. I'm going to begin with remove his spine, also illegal. For 3 attack, plus 2 more, I'm at 5. This is 6 attack, 7 attack. And I'll play an Agent. And I'll play Agent May for 2 recruit. I am going to get 2 attack from this. I'm at 9. And I draw a card. I need 4 attack. Actually, I just need 2 attack if it's an Instinct or a Strength. That's it. That's all I need, and I can win this. But I have 3 agents here. So it really all comes down to this shuffle. Wish me luck. I'm going to shuffle this for a while because I'm nervous. All right, I'm going to cut the deck here. 3, 2, 1. Yes! Drax just won me this game. I play Prison Riot. Get 3 plus 2. That's the final blow. And with excessive violence. Good riddance. Get out of here. Oh, I got the Fortune Teller too. I'm gonna guess 0. Not 0. Oh, I get to draw the rare. I'm gonna play the rare, and I double 0 into 0, and I got 0. And that's my turn, and it's a victory. She's gone. Woo! Let's see where the Master Strike was. So, turn 36, turn 37, turn 38, the trap, turn 39, would have played Emma Frost, 40. I had 5 turns left, or 4 turns left. Wow. What a game. But for sure, if I hadn't done that covert tuck, if I would have pulled the divided card, which was very likely, I would have lost already. But that was one of the most tense, lucky, technical, confusing games I've played in a long time. But I got both dual knives, and I think that helped me win the game. And this is why you get the MCU sets, because dual knives are in them. Wow. Yeah, the forklift was definitely MVP. All right, let me count my VP and see how I did. I feel pretty good about that. I'm glad I played tonight. I feel bad for all of Peter's allies and family members we sacrificed along the way, but I guess I can say it was worth it. Wasp is running for the KO pile, then back into the hero deck. Low key the MVP. Yeah, she went back to the quantum realm or the microverse or whatever you want to call it. All right. Let's count my VP. So left-hand side, I had, by the way, 4 escapes. I feel like I'm still going to be fine there in the scoring. So I got 7, 14, 21, 28. Where'd the actual Mastermind card? Okay, 35. Let's keep going. 39, 42, 44, 46, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 57, 63, 67, 68, VP on the left. 68 over there. And on the right-hand side, what do we got? No Mastermind Tactics, but that wasn't its role. Right-hand side got 4, 8, 10, 13, 17, 20. This is how I sort my cards while I count my VP. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and a lot of bystanders. 7, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Respectable for not hitting the Mastermind at all. Is that exactly 100 VP? It is. I got exactly 100 VP. What is this game? What is happening? What is happening tonight? And even 100 with 35 turns. Over 3 points per turn. That's pretty good. Well, I hope you have fun. Almost 3. I hope you have fun. No, it is over. I've lost track of reality. I hope you have fun playing this. Once again, here is the setup. I want to say I hope you have better luck than I do, but I don't know how that's possible. I feel like I got as much luck as you can get in this setup. I hope you get the forklift driver like I got. I feel like somebody's going to have a really good strategy with Peter's allies that I wasn't able to do because Covert went real fast. Someone's going to get to use the BFG. I don't know. But anyway, that's it for this stream. If you do want to play this league, just go to league.bageltopgames.com or go to the Discord or all the places and you can play along this week. If you are watching this 30 years in the future, and the league should still be open. It closes in 2099. Unless the internet is no longer a thing, you can play whenever you want. Get your score on there and compare to other folks, including my score. All right, thank you for coming by. I'm going to ride this high a little bit and feel good about what we all just done here today. And I will see you all next week for more randomized legendary. I do have a viewer challenge setup to play, a couple of setups to play using What If Solo. I don't know when I'm going to do that, but look forward to that if that's something you would like to see. All right, take care, everybody. Enjoy fighting Dark Phoenix. I hope you'll do well.